change?
Change? I don't have any change. No! Change! Spare some change. Leave me alone, I don't have any change.
Hey. What's up? Huh?
Can you hear me now? All right. Sorry about that.
Yeah, I can hear you.
Dude, what's going on?
When the phone rang, I answered it.
I was,
Huh?
Oh, go ahead. Go ahead. You said, what about the phone ringing?
I went picked up and I put my hand on the off button. And then I woke up. I was sleeping and I thought I answered the phone. And then you had the podcast going on with this one dude crawling through the ground, you know, and the guy popped up out of the ground. Yeah, that was pretty cool, man. That little thing. I looked at him last night.
Yeah, you know, what I want to do is I want to add to it. Like the one that prison edition, that's with a guy that's a particular person, right? That knows a lot about law. He knows a lot about law. And do me a favor. Can you turn down that TV in the back?
I'll do this. Yeah, how's that?
All right, that sounds better. Yeah,
I had the speaker on.
Yeah.
I didn't know to hear that.
Okay. Well,
all right.
The guy that I do the segment, Prison Edition, he's well versed in the law. He's well versed in the law, and but there's it has promise. Like I want to do a segment called Convict Calls. You know, because there's people I talk to. There's people I still talk to from when I was there. And of those people I talk to, can you turn off the volume? Because I literally we're doing something right now. Like I'm doing something with you right now, and I don't want that background playing.
Oh, okay, all right. Turn it off. Okay, there we go.
All right, so I want to do a segment called Convict Calls. Because there's I don't want to be a person that says there's a profit that can be made, right? Or you can exploit people in prison. No, there's voices though that would love to be heard. And it is an untapped resource.
Yeah.
And these aren't dumb people. Look, you may have dumb people, but they're not all dumb people. And at the same token, they're people nonetheless. And because they're people nonetheless, why shouldn't they be given a platform of some sort, whether it's to grieve, gripe, bitch, moan, you name it, right?
Yeah. Yeah.
But that's something that just sprung up on me. That's something that just sprung up on me the last couple of days. Are you there? All right, hold on. I'm going to call this guy back. You there now?
There you go.
All right.
Yeah. I don't know what happened.
I don't know what happened either. It must be the government. They're on to us already.
Oh, yeah. Hey, government phones with the ears in there.
You know what I think? I think what if, for instance, I think like this. What if I post something and For all you know, I started getting my YouTube channel hacked into, or I hear these stories about that happening with people.
Yeah.
Yeah, but as I was saying, it's an untapped resource, and the sky's the limit.
Yeah.
So what's been going on with you though?
Just kicking back. No.
What's your plans for Christmas?
Going by Mike's.
All right.
Hey, was your ma there?
At where? At
Your place.
At where again?
Where you live?
No, she hasn't stopped by yet. She don't have a car. I sent her pics. I sent her some pictures and
Yeah.
What the hell is that background noise? Is there a dog in your house?
It's a cat.
That fucking cat is growling like a dog.
Yeah, going outside. Going out there or not? Go. Nah, didn't want to go outside. Just meowed.
That's that crazy ass cat too you got.
Yeah, it's that little cat. Gets hungry, comes by me and meows.
Yeah, I'm trying to get. I'm trying.
You want a cat?
I am thinking about it. I just don't want to.
I got one right here. And it is a really fucking nice cat.
You're talking about the cat right now. You're talking about, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Not Holly Molly or Melina, but this is a baby kitty.
I wouldn't even want those two. Well, the Holly Molly thing, I would have to fucking fight that fucking cat. And I'd want that cat to fight, and I'd want that cat to fight others, though. That's the problem. And for people that are listening right now, like they don't realize it. That cat is more scary than a dog. Depending on the breed, that cat is more scary than a dog.
Yeah, well, Holly Molly, she's protective. I had her ever since she was a baby kitty, and she's the boss of the house. When Marco was here, he tore Marco up. She went right at him, man. But the other cat there, Alice got killed. On the highway or on the road here. She never went on the road. That cat never went on the road. Never. I had that for 2 years, and none of my cats went on the road. They wouldn't even go on the sidewalk.
So that's the cat. That's the cat that was rarely seen, right?
Yeah.
Wow.
Had Roy on the side. Had the name Roy in the fur.
Okay.
Yeah.
Dude, I want to get Mike on. Well, I'd like to get you on the podcast, but I want my friend George to talk about some stuff that that's going to be like. Granted, it's not like he doesn't talk about anything that's interesting, but like I know if I have you involved, that you're going to want to talk about things that are more of your liking than just one being one-sided.
Freedom.
Well, that's what I'm about
right now. Here's what I talk about. Our freedom is only what they tell us we can have. The government tells us what we can have. We ain't got real freedom. We don't got it. It's real. That's real shit. We don't got it.
I'm gonna tell you what.
The government says we got is what we got.
Hey, tell the listeners about this cup of freedom that they don't even get to sip. Because I'll tell you, before you talk, I spoke to, damn man, I want to say I was talking to my boss. All right, no, I was talking to this chick on the bus, man. That's what it was. I was talking to this chick on the bus, and I brought you up this morning, and about for instance the hike from North Wisconsin into Canada in the 70s, and that freedom that where you guys just got up and you guys left one day with only so much money, and you drove until the car ran out of gas or something, and you just went hiking from there, and you went miles and miles up into Canada, and that's something
all the way from Quebec all the way to the Northwest Territory, all the way across where we got over the lake, where you look across the lake and there was the Yukon.
That's something that can't even be done today because you can't cross it. Now, granted, I'm not for open borders, but at a time when you could say there was open borders, it was not like it is today. Like
this
so
wasn't open.
Well, I'm saying to be able.
Wasn't open.
Yeah, but you guys, you guys, it's not like you guys had a permit. It's not like you guys had a passport. You just went right in, unannounced.
Yeah.
And that's what I'm talking about. So to a degree, that's
680 miles.
to a degree, that's like that. To a degree, that's like open borders, except without the stigma attached to it.
Yeah. No, anybody goes across there, you got to have a passport and a shot card and whatever else, you know.
Hey, you talk about that shot card. You talk about the vaccine stuff, right?
Yeah.
You know, I've heard that it's going to get to the point where you can't travel without having proof of vaccination.
Right.
Dude, I was at line today at Walgreens, and this chick was getting a shot for the vaccine, right? And when she was done, I wanted to say, you know, you shouldn't have got that shot and kept going my way. I didn't though, of course. You know, I was like, you know, scary white guy or whatever. But you know, people still getting that shot, and yet they're oblivious to that issue that occurs with people in their heart. There's something that it came out like where you take that shot, depending on which shot you take, you'll have issues with your heart. And just people that died, like you know yourself, your brothers, your two brothers or your one brother and your brother-in-law? Either way, that's
my brother.
That's two people right there, and that was within like a 4 to 5 day affair.
Mm-hmm. Right. Most of the people that got that shot ended up in the hospital, and the ones that didn't aren't going to the hospital.
Dude, you've had COVID 3 times already. You've had 3 different strands, and you're you're a Timex watch. You keep taking a licking and keep on ticking. Yeah. And you're 70. You're what? You're 72 years old. 73.
74.
Dude, you're 74 years old, dude.
Yeah. Yeah.
And it's not. And you know what? It's not that you're indestructible, because no one's indestructible.
Yeah.
Your immune system, and its antibodies fought it off. That last time you had it, and I come knocking on your door, and you're like I don't know how to explain it, but you're like, you know, go away. I don't feel good right now. I can't. Just get out of here. Get the fuck out of here. And that went on for
I want you to get it.
You know, and that went on for 2 weeks, and now look at that was 2.5. That was 2 months ago or whatever, man.
Yeah. There are 2 more out there, you know. 2 more viruses, all from the same virus, though. They all come from the same virus. Every virus that we're getting came from that same virus, from the first virus that hit us. It ain't like new ones are coming around. It's laying off the ones that, you know, that one.
So you're saying
that was coronavirus. When I had that coronavirus, it was bad. It was really bad. Knocked me down, but I got back up.
Isn't it all coronavirus though? We're just talking the first time you got the first strand.
Yeah, they're all coronavirus. They came from that. It came from the coronavirus.
And it's mutating now, or what?
Yeah, it mutates. Yeah. And then you send on there, bam, you did it, you know. There's 2 more, you know. like I said, I had the coronavirus, the Omicron, and this B1.1. Hell yeah. No, this one wasn't too bad, this last one. It was bad, but not bad. You know what I mean? It's just
Dude,
you're getting,
you went to the VA.
The
You really can't say that. You really can't say it wasn't bad because you went to the VA. You were there for a couple hours. They gave you, what did they hook you up to an IV?
No. Oh, yeah, they gave me an IV, yes.
So, but ultimately, though, you kicked it in the butt, man. You know.
The IV they gave me because I don't drink water.
Just drink coffee.
Yeah, I can't drink water. I try it. And I get sicker than dog drinking water. I could taste every fucking chemical in there.
Dude, you know what I did? I went to Walmart and I bought, and I mean, I would recommend this to anybody, and I'm not trying to do a sales pitch or advertise for Walmart, but this product, Pure, it's like $22, right? And it connects to it connects to the faucet. It eliminates 70 contaminants in water, right? And I had thought about just getting the pitcher. Because they got the pitcher where you pour the water from the tap into the pitcher, and then when you pour the water from the pitcher, you know, it's supposed to filter it, but it only removed 20, right? And this pitcher was, the pitchers, no matter if it's Brita or Pura, they're like $30, right? They could be $35, but the point is that, dude, I've got that little doohickey from Pure. Look, I got it connected to my faucet right now. And
you can turn the little lever.
You turn the little lever.
And
100 gallons of fresh water.
Yeah.
The only thing it doesn't remove are microbes. And I didn't know what microbes were, and then I found out they're parasites. So, I mean, shit, if you got parasites, then that's, you got parasites. But 70 contaminants, that's 50 more than those pitchers that people have in their fridge right now that they think are you know, doing a great job. You can do a much better job with that little doohickey from Walmart.
Oh, you love this cat, man.
You know, I wouldn't mind getting it.
It's called Baby Kitty.
Baby
Kitty, I call it. Yeah. It's got a puppy little tail on it.
Oh, he's got a little pudgy tail?
Yeah. Fluffy.
Oh, you said fluffy. I thought you meant pudgy.
No, no fluffy tail. When you want something, let you know.
Dude, I'm telling you, when you had those two Siamese cats, man, I wanted to get one of those. That's what I wanted to get.
Oh yeah.
How old is that cat?
This one here?
Yeah.
Well, 5 months old.
Oh, that motherfucker's a teenager.
Yeah. But it's a beautiful cat.
Well, I'm just saying I'd get it declawed if I got it, but then I guess I'd be.
Yeah, it's got spots on it, you know.
It's fluffy.
It looks like Holly Molly in a way. Only thing it's fluffier, and it's got the fur is kind of a bluish color. You know, instead of gray, it's kind of blue.
Yeah. With
the white tint to it. It's a really cool cat. She's listening right now. Man, and these cats are smart. They really are. The way I train them, you know, they're real smart cats. Look at Holly Molly. She comes in, she jumps on the chair, over on the arm of the chair, and she'd be laying out, and she'd stretch her head around like that and give me a kiss. You know, just let me know. Crawls in bed with me, cuddles up to me like that, and gets real close to me. You know, scoots over like that, touches me, and just lays there and goes to sleep. But of course, I had Holly Molly since it was just a little bitty, little tiny little baby. You know, like seven weeks old, and I got her from Mike and him. You know, and that cat came right to me. That little baby kid of that Mike's, that little cat came right up to me. It wouldn't go by nobody else, but it came in, got into my palm, my hand like that, and I'm talking to her like that, and it's looking at me. And I said, Don, you better go back by Mama. I said, Don ran into the other room. Like, listen to me, you know. This one here listens too.
Well,
Watch the
hey,
man. Yeah.
you better be careful before you become a cat man.
Oh, I was almost a cat man.
Yeah, you were. You were on the cusp. You were on the cusp of being a cat man. When I stayed there for those 2 weeks, man.
Yeah. Yeah, 12 of them. 12 cats. Now I'm down to 3. As soon as I get rid of this one here, you know. But you get $40 a piece for the cats nowadays. You know, some give you 50.
I'm gonna tell you
like
what.
a black cat.
I'll tell you right now. I remember the good old days, and I'm gonna prefer to keep it the good old days where them cats come a dime a dozen. I'm not nothing against you, but me personally, I'm not paying for a cat from anybody unless.
Oh, no, I won't sell them to family.
I know.
I
I'm
never
saying.
sell cats to
Well, I know.
family.
Well, I'm just saying unless it was like. It would have to be like a Siamese or a Himalayan
a
Persian or
purebred.
something. Some that's like where it's like or like a hairless cat. Like, dude, like I'd probably get like a hairless cat.
Oh, I don't like them. They're all skin. They're ugly as hell. But yeah, these cats are, but they're smart. You know what I mean? It's a way I play with them and that, you know, and talk to them. I talk to them like a human, you know. And they also say, "Oh, listen, I had all 3 of them sitting on the floor, and I was telling them about outside. Stay off the fucking road."
Check it out.
And my goes, "Wow," you know, answered me, you know.
For me, like I would know where to put the cat litter box.
You put it in the bathroom.
I don't. My bathroom is not that big.
Or you put it.
I'd have to probably put it in the kitchen. And
But if you put it in the kitchen, put it by a door that's going outward. You know, like by a window or something.
I'd put it in the kitchen.
Mine, they got their own. They got their own room. That's their bedroom. I got that turning into the cat room. Those are the boxes in there.
Did you get rid of any of that? Those cabinets that were in there? Did you throw all that stuff out, or what? Or did you leave it in there?
Oh, yeah, I got rid of that stuff. Yeah.
So, hey, what's going on with the news, man? You got more time than I do.
You know, Trump, chloroquine, whatever it was that he was taking.
Oh, the chlorophene. I think, yeah, I know chloroquine or something.
Chloroquine. Anyway, the Democrats are after his ass, saying, "Yeah, he was promoting it as a cure, and I wonder how many people died from that." You know,
dude,
now they're going after him.
There's people that act that I think there was doctors that gave that. You know, that gave that to help people, to aid people.
Right. The VA
and it worked.
The VA was giving it.
And it worked. It worked.
VA was giving it out. Yeah. People had a choice either take the shot or that. Now they can't do it because the government shut it down. You can't do that. This whole deal that's going on right now is called population elimination. This is a conspiracy between all the countries to eliminate the population. The population overexploded because too many people, so they're weeding them out. So they created this fucking virus to get the weak. Take all the weak people out.
Have you heard anything? Have you heard anything about this? This Chinese Pied Piper. It was something I heard, man. Vaguely, and I tried looking it up after the fact. The way it came across to me was somebody in China was leading others into those camps, those re-education camps that they have.
Yeah.
So they dubbed the guy the Chinese Pied Piper. Do you know anything more about that? Because
no, I don't. But I know what you're talking about. You know, that guy that they traded that she from, they left that guy that was in there for 18 months or something like that.
Oh, dude, you're talking about the guy that got released from Russia. You're talking about the guy, the arms dealer that got released from Russia. the trade off.
No,
there was a trade off. There was
traded,
the basketball player Brittany Grinder or some shit.
Yeah,
man.
Griner. Yeah, they traded to get Griner out. They traded the gun sale person back to Russia, but they left it. They had no word about that teacher that was in there. He got 15 fucking years. That guy got. Just for having some drugs on him that he used for pain, you know?
Oh, wow.
And there was nothing mentioned about him being in the trade at all. Nothing. Like he didn't even exist. And then, we're working on that. It should have been worked on that at that time. You know?
So in other words, because he's not a celebrity. Or he's not
he's
gay
not
celebrity
black,
or something.
Gay.
Or he's not gay. Okay.
That's the way they put it. He's not black. He's not gay.
Well, you gotta remember that was a chick, and all that. She's a basketball player, and I wouldn't say ethnicity had anything to do with it, but I would say celebrity stardom and this whole transgender stuff. Like I don't know, was she a transgender?
That's what
dude?
it is. Yeah, she's a trans.
So she's a dude. She's a chick that wants to be a dude, or a dude that became a chick. Which is it?
A dude that became a chick and then plays on the women's basketball team.
Oh, dude.
Just like that swimmer. Look at that swimmer.
Hey, I seen
dude, fucking girls away.
Dude, I seen
an
MMA fight, right? And it was a guy, and the guy made himself to look like a chick, but you could just tell that this guy was jacked, and he beat this chick up, and it was like it was so lopsided. It was so lopsided, and at first I was trying to I was like, wow, this chick must be taking steroids, but it was a dude.
Yeah.
And then the person was proud of it, like there's things that you could be proud of, but then again, there's things where it's like, okay, now wait a minute. Like this person was proud. They're like, man, and then they just kept, you're like, I worked hard and I trained hard. And it's like, no, you got all that testosterone, dude. You pummeled that woman. And then the announcers, they're announcing the fight like it's two chicks. Oh, look at such and such, and look at she, and it's like, nah, that's a dude. Like you're not fooling the audience.
Yeah. Wow. That's got to stop. That transgender shit is taking away the man being a man and a woman being a woman.
Well, they call that. They call that demasculinizing men and masculinizing women.
Right. It's just so sad, and they're letting it go. That Trump is going to get back in and shut all that down. If Trump becomes president, he's shutting that shit down. That ain't going to happen.
Hey, how about that?
Sending the shit out. Sending it for the schools. They're sending in fucking dildos and butt plugs and everything else, how to get blowjobs and everything.
I read
kids
that.
in school.
Yeah.
And that's real.
Yeah.
That's real.
Yeah.
I told Austin, if they ever come with that there, you shove it up their ass. He started laughing. Hey, you heard about my two cousins and their mother?
No.
Yeah, Jean, my brother's ex-wife there in Tucson.
Go ahead.
She died.
Okay.
She died. They couldn't get her blood pressure back up, and she died. Right. 4 months later, Randy died. Her son died.
Okay.
And then 4 months after that, Teresa died.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, all three of them died just like that. 1, 2, 3, just like a tree.
Damn, man. Now your brother's all alone, huh?
No, my brother's remarried to somebody else. No,
Okay.
But he's only got 2 kids left. That's Kurt and little Bob. Robert Jr. And my own 2 left. It's trippy, man. Wow. Nine Randy, we hung around together in Tucson all those years. For 18 years, we hung around together. You know? Wow. And then now they're all gone. Go back to Arizona, it's like going into an empty house. Yeah, a lot of shit, man. But all right, we'll get back to our government, man. They're really fucking us over, man.
Well, how about that? How about that supposed red wave that was supposed to be? Talking about the midterms.
The Democrats put that out there. They said the red wave.
You know, they say Arizona was stolen. They say Arizona was stolen. What's your opinion? The governor, that it was stolen. That the election was stolen in Arizona. It was the governor. It was you know for the position of governor. I guess it went days and days to come into a conclusion as to who won for governor. And check this out. What was going on while people were still voting? You couldn't to vote. You couldn't. They were like, you guys are gonna have to go because the only way you'll be able to vote is for a Democrat, because the Republican, the whatever you gotta click on for Republican, they said it doesn't work right now. So the only thing that's working is Democrat. And so the lady that was running for governor, she says, no, you people stay in line, wait in line, don't go anywhere. We're gonna wait all day if it takes to vote. I mean, that's so awfully suspicious. I could see if the shoe was on the other foot, but it wasn't.
No. The first one was the same thing. When voting was done, it was done. The counting stopped.
You know what they're calling it? They're not calling. They're like, I heard this one lady. I think her name's TMJ or something. TMG. She's on Alex Jones, and she said, you know, Alex. She said, Alex, it's not voting day anymore. It's voting month. You know, let these ballots continue to be counted days upon days until it's like a week after another week. Keep counting ballots. How come you can't get it all done in one day? You know, my opinion, they need to go back to paper. They need to go back to the whole Chad system. But of course, there was flaws in that going back to 2000 with George Bush Jr.
Yeah,
but there's too much error involved electronically. It can be hacked, and because it can be hacked, it has a propensity to be corrupted.
Oh yeah, you know, like I was telling Mike, I told Mike, I said, you know, that these machines is like a lottery machine. You know, so many goes, oh, you won this one, and all of a sudden you go again, oh, you won this one here. All these will go to the Democrat, and this one here, oh, here's a Republican, bam. You know, it's set. They can set that shit. You know, and then when you do the hand count, what happened to those ones that were you know, boxes that were sitting there? What happened to them? They found boxes in the fucking woods, you know, along the road, you know.
There's something when I was listening to Alex Jones, something happened where where there was these video cameras, these security cameras, they were shut off, and then suddenly there was all these boxes of votes that came in during the time that the security cameras weren't operational. And the votes that were in these boxes were, if not all, a majority though, was for Biden. They were a Democrat, you know.
Yeah, it was. Yeah, I heard. Yeah, that's we got such a crooked world right now. It's unreal. What happened to the old way? You know, you go into the booth, you fill out this paper, and then you put it in there. A guy takes it and you put a little check mark. Oh, this is for whoever's running for president, like Kennedy. Bam, there it is. You know, and that's put into a box. And then next guy, and then they click it, and you know, and you're hand counting it. You know, and there's people there watching all the time. Make sure you're doing it the right way. But what did Democrats do? Everybody that was watching it was Democrat.
Hey, what's your opinion on Ukraine? What's your opinion right now with this whole Russia-Ukraine saga going into month 12?
Yeah.
It's been going on for almost a year, this fight.
That's their problem. That's their fucking problem. That's the United States problem.
Hey,
We're not babysitters.
No, but I will say this. When the Soviet Union collapsed, right? When the Soviet Union collapsed, the three countries with the most nuclear weapons were Russia, America, and Ukraine. What Ukraine did was they signed a peace treaty with Russia. The guarantee was that America would protect them. Now, had Ukraine still had those nuclear weapons, there's no way that Russia would have invaded. No way at all whatsoever. They had the third largest stockpile. They had the third largest. Check this out. Think of this. They had the third largest stockpile of nuclear weapons, and they gave them all away.
Yeah.
And left themselves open to be defenseless, and I've watched videos about what's the importance of that war. What's the importance of Ukraine to Russia? And from the videos I watched, Ukraine is a flat land in which a military could just plow right through and easily enter into Russia and take Moscow on account of Moscow's proximity in terms of closeness to the border of Ukraine. What's that in the background?
Nothing.
Okay. But because of things like that, like the Belarus, that little country Belarus and Ukraine are the two holdouts that separate Russia from NATO.
Yeah, well, here's Russia. See, Ukraine used to be Russia.
I know.
Part of Russia.
They're Slavic.
Well, since soon as it fell, it separated. And all the little countries along the edge were still belong to Russia, and now Russia wants Alaska back.
Well, that's. Where did you hear that?
I'm trying to do that.
Where did you hear that at?
In the news. I
What's
listen to world news.
Okay, but so was it like, what was the source that was cited, as saying that? Like, I haven't heard that. I wouldn't put it but it's not going to happen without war. Like, that's not going to happen without war.
Well, he had to turn back the Russian jets that were flying toward Alaska. Fucking United States military went up there and fucking turned them back. Don't leave our airspace. I'm going to blow you right the fuck out of the air.
Well, listen, there's been a lot of, over the years, going back to the Obama administration, there has been provocation on the U.S. border when it comes to the air and sea. I don't know if you watched the videos. The videos are on YouTube, but you got Russian boats. I don't know if they're, the warships. I think they're warships, but the point is that they're basically on a collision course with a U.S. warship because they refused to move out of the way in U.S. waters. And something similar in the air with Russian jets that were chased off by U.S. jets on the 4th of July, in which during Obama's administration, Putin later called Obama to wish him a happy 4th of July.
Yeah, I know.
Now, I heard Putin talk about Donald Trump. He was asked. He was asked what's his thoughts on what was his thoughts, that is, because it's past tense. At this time when he's interviewed, Biden's the president. But Putin was asked what was his thoughts on Donald Trump, and ultimately he said that Donald Trump he would act he would, I forgot how, I can't remember the words that he used, but he basically said on impulse, he was impulsive. That's what he was impulsive. Now he said with Biden that it's the exact opposite. And the way I took it in that interview was by President Trump being impulsive, it would keep other world leaders on their toes. Because you would know, never knew what he was gonna do. Because he could, like for instance, when they blew up, when he killed that general from Iran, that wasn't there. Nobody even let's say the common person didn't even know this guy's name, that general. No. Then it came out that he was backing in support of some terrorist organization or terrorist organizations,
right?
And so I mean, there's other stuff, of course, that you got, like for instance the whole banter back and forth with North Korea, but look how Donald Trump, and I'm not telling you nothing new, Donald Trump though, how he spun that around and made it into something positive,
Yeah, I know it. Yeah. Well, here's another thing too. Look in that country there, not Ukraine, but Syria. he people are hiding under the ground, right? All these fucking bad people hiding, and he dropped that mother bomb on them.
Oh yeah,
that stopped everything. That
was supposed to be the largest. That was supposed to be the largest non-nuclear detonation.
Yeah.
Do you recall that? It blew a crater in that area.
Yeah. Shut him down. Yeah. And then, the thing that Hillary Clinton, she wants to be president so bad.
Dude, she's off the picture, man. She's done.
Trump will never be president. Everybody's saying that. Trump became president. And now she had all these phones with all the secret shit on it, and all that. She smashed them with a hammer and put them in bleach and did all kinds of shit to them.
Dude.
Right? And then they can't find some of them. What the fuck? How come she ain't being prosecuted?
Because if that were you or I, that would be called destruction of evidence.
Yeah, not only
that's
that.
That's a charge.
We'd be in prison for life. We'd be life in prison, in a federal prison.
That's a charge right there. Destruction of evidence. That's a charge.
Yeah.
Tampering, whatever the fuck they call it, but evidence, destroying it.
Yeah.
But dude, that's old news, man. Look at DeSantis.
Yeah, but still, it's still out there. When Trump gets back in, he's going after it. He's going after OC, that Acacia, going after her and a couple other ones, Omar, Biden's son. Everybody's going to get slammed. Well, right now, what helped us out too is that the Republicans took over the House. So they can do all these investigations now. They're going to investigate every fucking thing that goes on now. But then another thing too, it's bad about all this shit that's going on. They ain't doing nothing for the American people. Nothing. They're fighting with each other. Cause they get 780,000 to $1 million a year to get some of them people in there in the Senate or in the Congress. They're getting that's free money to them. They don't pay taxes on that money. When their houses, they don't pay tax on their houses. They don't pay property tax, house tax, anything. Everything is free, and they own like 3-4 fucking homes. What's up with that? It's fucking sad. We live in a sad world, man. They ain't doing nothing for the American people. It makes me angry. But of course, we're peons on the earth, so whatever we say, whatever we do, makes no fucking difference. If we say the wrong thing, they'll cancel us.
That can't. But that cancel culture stuff. I think that's kind of easing up, though. I do believe that the cancel culture is easing up. My opinion. I can't really back that. I can't back that on facts. Just call it a hunch. It's like it is, slowly, and it could be because what Elon Musk did when he bought Twitter and basically gave it back to the people.
Yeah. Now you can say you can use your speech, it's not being blocked. Like they hide it, Yeah, or to cancel you. You don't let you on Twitter no more and all that. Now he set it all up that,
Right.
you got all those people back on Twitter.
What I wanted to do with this YouTube channel was I wanted to post, and I've still kind of thought about maybe doing it, but like I post Alex Jones episodes, but
Conspiracies.
Well, it when he says it, he's not saying it as conspiracy. Whether the listener that's on the listener after that. What he's saying, he's like he holds true to it. Like he honestly believes it, no matter what it is. And I'm not gonna say that he's I'm not gonna say he's a nutcase. I'm not, and I'm just not. I watch his stuff. I listen to it. Let's say I don't really watch it, but I listen to what he says, and it's like
I used to watch him until they canceled him.
But I wanted to
be paid.
I wanted to
pay billions of fucking dollars to the fucking people, and he never.
He's not going to pay that money. He's not going to ever. He's never going to eat. For one, they're talking about that. That's going to get overturned, but they'll never see that money.
No, he filed bankruptcy.
That's squeezing blood from a rock. They'll never see that money.
Yeah.
And his show will continue to carry. His show will continue to go on too, even though he's like soliciting just about like all sorts of all manner of product, just about when it comes to the body.
Yeah.
But
what I don't know.
He's still gonna be out there, and that's dude. Like even though they tried to shut him down, because he's bigger than he was then. Think of how many people never even heard of him, and now they've heard of him.
People got kind of, what the fuck is this all about? So they went on to that channel and they started reading the news, what they did to him and shit,
Hey, people
saying, hey,
Hey, I'll tell you what. Really, now this is where it's a bad how can I? Really, this is like a bad judgment of character on my own behalf, but I had thought about posting this stuff just because I know that it'll bring views to my own content that I produce and put on YouTube. Because people are gonna, Alex Jones, let's check this out, and then then they can see this, what I do myself personally, right? So it's kind of like, to my own advantage, right? But at the same token, though, I watch his stuff myself, so it's two birds with one stone. I just know that there's a benefit to it because, again, he's reached such popularity, and they continue to put him in the news.
Yeah. When you put your news like that, that enhances everything.
That's like that saying, there's no such thing as bad publicity. Or something to that effect, where it's all good. No matter if it's bad or good, it's good because it puts you out there, It gives you a platform. It gives you an opportunity that otherwise would not be there.
Yeah. I tell you, it's I don't know. This warlord is turning really, really bad, though. Like I was telling Mike, pretty soon we will go. I want to go to Arizona. I have to stop at the station out at the border of Wisconsin, give them paperwork, where I'm going, how long I'm going, and when I'll be back.
You're saying that's going on right now?
Taxes.
Are you trying to say that's happening right now? Are you saying that's happening right now?
No, that's going to happen.
Okay,
that's going to happen.
Yeah, I can agree with that. Yeah.
And then you're going to pay for each state you go through, like $50 to $100 and some dollars for each state you go through, and you got to show that paper in each fucking state that you cross into. They're going to have these little booth, like your fucking road, you know. You go on a toll road and you stop at the booth, you know. It's going to be like that. All these access roads that lead off, these little side roads and that, you know, into the next state are going to be all shut down. They're going to be blocked off. You won't be able to take them. And that's real shit. And then here's another thing they're talking about when I looked at red dot, blue dot. You ever hear about that?
Dude, you've been talking about that red dot, blue dot shit for like 10 years. Tell me about it.
For years, yeah. For years. Well, here up there in Wisconsin, upper north of Wisconsin there, they're working on them buildings right now. They're doing some stuff to it right now.
You talking about like a FEMA camp?
Trucks going in.
Are you talking about like Are you talking about like a FEMA camp thing or what?
Yeah, it's a FEMA camp. Yeah, a FEMA camp. They're doing some work over there already, like putting up these big fucking, like big speaker things up there, you know, and big cameras and shit, you know, watching all over the area like that. By the time I'm gone off this earth, it's going to happen. They're going to take people that were felons and they're going to run them all over to them FEMA camps. They're going to get rid of them. They're going to take it to prisons. People in prison. They're going to take all the life prisoners, all of them for life. They're all going to go there. That's how they're going to exterminate it. You know? Look at all them fucking... What was the reason for them getting all those fucking head chopper things, you know? What was the reason for that?
When was this?
Oh, gee, you talk to Mike about that. Mike will tell you about that. That's real.
Oh, fuck that. I'm talking to you right now about it because he may never be even on the podcast. He might be like, I don't have time. And that's a great opportunity for him to get out and you know, and get out there. Not to say he doesn't get out there.
Mike is afraid of the stimuli you get from it, you know. He talk big about, oh, I'll protect you, you know, I'll say this to this guy and that. You come to that guy and you say, hey, Mike, what you got to say to him? He'll run. You turn around and run, you know. That's real. Mike talks big in that, but he's not that fucking big, you know. I don't know. Lane's a big boy, you know. Lane is. Him and his dad were wrestling. Lane was throwing him around, you know. Mike acted like he was playing with him, like he was just doing it on purpose. No, he wasn't doing it. He was really trying to get Lane off the top of him. Lane's going to pound on his old man. He will. He'll pound right on that guy.
Wow.
Keep on, you know. Yeah, you can't favor one kid and degrade the next, you know.
Yeah. Well.
Yeah.
I'm going to be
doing it.
When
you do your next podcast?
It's going to be Saturday. I'd
Saturday?
say, yeah, so between like 4 and 6 o'clock. That's typically the hour that we do it.
Yeah.
And I want to plug you in it. And dude. Like, I mean, if you want to come here, you can come here, or you can stay where you're at, and I'll just plug you in through the phone. But like the way I'd prefer if you came here on account of the way the we network, so to speak. The way we network,
yeah,
it ends up opening up more outlets. If for instance you were to be here in person, but like I can always call you later on a Saturday and find out exactly what's going to go on with the details with you, and then from there we'll go from there. But I definitely want to get you on the podcast. That's my aim, to definitely get you on the podcast and grow this puppy, man. And you seen it's on Spotify.
That's for sure.
You see it's on Spotify, right? Did you check it out? It's on Spotify. It's on iHeart Radio. Dude, it's so easy to do it. Listen, for one, it is so easy to do a podcast. It truly is. It is. As far as like the setting up of it, everything was free. Everything was free.
You couldn't get on YouTube or something, you know?
Well, I can. That will be this weekend. If things fall in place, right? If it's God's will and things fall in place, it's gonna happen because of the way we've been doing it. It just so happens that like I gotta get on my friend's phone and show him how you transfer it over.
Yeah.
He doesn't get it that he can send me. He doesn't get it that he can send the recording that he does, right, to me via email, and then I can open it up, download it on the computer, and then make a and then there's the video right there.
Right. Wow.
And right now we got 2 tripods. Like I told you, we got 2 tripods. We got good angles. It's a nice setup here in terms of like a studio-ish, studio-esque arrangement. Yeah, it's comfortable. It is comfortable. It's quite comfortable, and it's not too much. It's not too heavy. It's not too heavy with a lot of shit.
Yeah.
You saw the pic, so.
Man. Yeah, I saw him, yeah. Oh, he got one about that truck. Somebody sits beside this fucking truck.
Oh, yeah, that guy was bitching. Hey,
yeah.
What I want to do also though in this studio is I want to add 2 more tables. What I would like to do eventually is have 2 laptops with 2 monitors. A monitor to each laptop, and then work from there. Right. And then, well, from there you can have up to 4 keyboards and 4 mice. Like right now, this is all being done off of 1 laptop. 2 monitors on 1 laptop, 2 keyboards and 2 mice.
Yeah.
But that's because this laptop's got 16 gigs. That's it, of RAM. So there's it's not like it's 8.
Yeah. Yeah, get one that's got a what do you call that? So many gigs on. Like you said, you're 18.
No, 16. It goes 8, 16, and 32. Yeah.
Yeah, 32. That's the highest.
But see now, that's another thing too. Another thing though about you could have a lot of RAM, but if you don't have a graphics card, it's like if you don't have a graphics card though, check it out. For instance, this graphics card for this laptop, to get the best quality for the most would be like 2 monitors. It's an i7, but it's from 2016. If this was an i7 from that's called a 6th generation i7, right? If this was because of 2016, right? So if it was 2010, it would have been the 1st generation, or 2011, that is, it would have been 1st generation. If this was a laptop that came out, let's say in 2021, it'd be 11th generation. It would have a better graphics card to where you could have 3 monitors hooked up to it, but then you could still get away with 16 gigs, I'm sure. And then there'd be a keyboard for each person, and you could open up multiple web browsers. So one person could be on Google, one person could be on the one from Microsoft, and then another person can be on the old school Internet Explorer. Or one could be on Google Chrome, regular Google, and Microsoft Edge.
Yeah, here's Microsoft Edge, right?
That's
the one I got here.
Probably, yeah.
Yeah, it's the Wave or whatever you call it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But see, like I said, I do want to add 2 more tables in here, and there's enough room. The room, it has the propensity for all this.
Yeah.
But it's a matter of content. It's a matter of having, interesting things to talk about, not just, shooting the shit. And like that idea in terms of tapping into the prison system, dude, that's like fucking that's like Canada or whatever, and digging for gold, man, in fertile ground, man. Dude, there's all kinds of shit out there, man. And there's people that do want to hear, because it's like it's a world within a world. It has its own economy. It's got its own economy. It's got its own set of rules within rules.
Yeah.
Hence it's a world within a world.
Yeah. Yeah. Hey, were you talking about those stands, those shelves I got here?
No, what
those
about
tall things?
What about
Is that what you were talking about? If I still had those?
No. When did I ask you that?
You said I still had those benches or whatever it was in that room.
Well, no, I asked if you have those cabinets, those vertical cabinets that were in there. You know how they had that set up?
Oh, yeah. Right. I got those here.
Okay. I mean, I wasn't asking for them. I was just because the fact that you told me you converted that room into a cat room, I assumed that you gutted it out what was in there, and there might even be, for instance, like one of those little cat scratchers in there.
Yeah.
You're gonna become Bob Barker, man. You better be careful, Bob Barker. You know you know about Bob Barker, right? He's got like, I don't know if he's still alive, but he would have.
Yeah, he's alive yet.
He has tons of cats, right? And what he does is he's got rooms designated for cats. He's a cat man.
Yeah. Yeah. Wow. Yeah, I know. That's why I kept on saying, "Get your neutered and spayed" on the show.
Oh, yeah, that was his slogan.
Yeah, right at the end of the pulpit. And then what's his name used to say that too? The one that's on there right now, Carrie.
Dude, that show's gone that show has gone so much downhill.
Yeah,
Dude, like I don't even
watch it. I watch it in the daytime.
Fuck that show, man. I hate that motherfucking show, man. Nothing against you, but fuck that show. Dude, that show, like, I'd rather watch, like, the classics than watch the shit that's today on there. And then the prices are all jacked up. You don't know, you bid on something, like a bottle of Windex, and it's nowhere near what the actual price is in the store. It's all bullshit, man.
Yeah.
That show's reached its limit. It's like The Simpsons. The Simpsons needs to just stick a fork in it. It's done. Keep the Treehouse, keep the Simpsons Treehouse of Horrors going, but in terms of just regular seasons and episodes of The Simpsons, like The Price is Right, The Simpsons, and I can't think of anything else right now, but they ran their course. They're done.
Yeah, they've been on 50 years. Price is Right.
And another thing too,
longer.
Drew Carey, he was funnier when he was fat.
Yeah, I know. Yeah.
Now he's just like, now he's like somebody that was homeless and they got a bunch of money and now they're like an asshole. Not that he's an asshole, but he's not the same person. He's like a total change. It's like, hey, dude, remember me? We used to watch the Drew Carey show about you, man, or something. It's like, no, you're not even the same person anymore. You're totally different.
Most of the people that are on there don't even know who he is, really.
Yeah, they probably don't know his body of work from the 90s with the television show he had. It really was not that good. The television show was not good. The cool things were the supporting cast, those two guys I don't know their names, and the chick that's hot. That's it. Like
when he's in the movies, when he made a movie, he was pretty cool in it.
What movie?
Jim Carrey, he was in that one movie there.
No, not Jim Carrey. We're talking.
I was thinking Jim Carrey. Yeah.
Drew Carey.
Yeah, Drew Carey.
Jim Carrey's always funny, except for the Sonic the Hedgehog movies. Those suck.
Yeah. One I like. There's a movie I liked though. Was what's the name in there? Trains, Planes, and Automobiles. Candy and
that's John Candy and that. But now I know you're talking about that's John Candy and Steve Martin.
Yeah, them two. That was a good movie right there. You know, he made good movies. You know, they're always funny.
But Drew Carey wasn't in that.
No, Drew Carey wasn't in there. No,
Jim Carrey wasn't in that.
No. I'm trying to think of the other person that was in there too. Though there was another guy in there that was. He only had a little prick in there. I can't remember his name either.
Well, was he a midget? You talking about Martin Short?
Yeah, Martin Short. You know, this a short little thing. You know, just a short thing. Maybe about 2 minutes of it.
Hey, another thing too about this Rodecaster Pro. Check this out. Are you ready? Check this out.
76 will commence again. 1776 will commence again.
That's Alex Jones. Here's another one too. Well, this is the stuff I've worked on. This is the stuff I've worked on right here. Here's a piece I worked on.
Manwich.
Brought to you by
the unsilent majority, Big Mouth.
Yeah.
What I want to do, I want to get it to where, and if the Lord wills it, I want to get it to where like I could do open lines where people could call in and you just talk about anything like an actual radio station.
Yeah.
A poor, low budget radio station, man.
I'm trying to think of that guy that got that radio station and it keeps on.
Howard Stern?
Getting it. Howard Stern. Yeah, he's pretty bad.
Dude, I got stuff already. I got stuff already put together for Christmas, for the Christmas edition. Check this out. Tell me if this jogs your memory. But for Christmas,
Merry Christmas.
Yeah. But for Christmas, it's like for the Christmas Manwich podcast episode. I just want to talk about Christmas, man. Like for instance, like Christmas, how it was when you were a kid growing up, stuff like that, and how Christmas was for myself, and how and how it has deviated so vastly. Like people, it's not even fun anymore. Like, you know, it's sad. It's just, you know, where's my gift? Where's my gift? That's what it is.
Right. Yeah. When I was a kid, I go to bed and I just couldn't wait for the morning to come. We sneak up at 5 o'clock in the morning to go see what we got, you know, and get all excited, not knowing what you're getting, not knowing. Now they all know. Oh, I want this. Okay, I'll get that for you. You know,
dude,
and the Christmas lights, and kids don't even do what they used to do. Man, when we were kids, we used to go sledding, skating, ice skating in the wintertime. Now kids just sit at home behind the fucking computer watching games and shit, you know,
or porn.
Or porn, yeah.
Hey, here's Here's another one. Yeah. I won't play the whole thing, but because there's another aspect that I want to bring to the podcast that is so cool, and it's taking people back. It's taking people down memory lane. Check this out.
Time to make the donuts. Dunkin' Donuts are always fresh.
I made the donuts.
We make them at least twice every day.
Time to make the donuts.
Not a few kinds, like supermarket.
I made the donuts. Time to make the donuts.
But up to 52 varieties.
The donuts. Time to make the donuts. I made the donuts.
Dunkin' Donuts, up to 52 varieties, fresh day and night. No supermarket can say that.
Now, I told you I wouldn't
hear that no more.
Yeah,
I don't hear them commercials like that anymore.
I did tell you that I wouldn't play the whole video, the whole soundbite, but I did. Yeah, dude, like that's like so cool. Remember? Check this out. Yeah. Remember Domino's the Noid? Dude, those were the awesomest of awesome commercials, man. When I was a kid growing up, man, that claymation, that was so fun. It was so fun, dude. I saw a commercial where it was Domino's and it had nothing to do with the Noid, and they were talking about like a large pizza for like, one was at $2.99 a pizza, another one was at $3.99 a pizza, and of course we know those prices are no longer around.
Here's another thing too. Our food. Why are they putting all them fucking chemicals in their food? Back in the day, when I was a kid, you open up a can of fucking beans, you ate the motherfucker. There was nothing in there, all that fucking weird shit in there.
Hey, you know it's getting bad when you have check this out. You know it's getting bad when they're playing with the ramen noodles. If you look at the ramen noodles, it says that there is bioengineered. That's it. Bioengineered food in your ramen noodle. Ramen noodle is so basic. It's so plain. It's like when you get that pack of crayons as a kid and there's only 8 colors in it. That's ramen noodles compared to a real meal where you could have up to from 24 different colors of crayons to like 100, and you're the coolest kid in elementary because you got all these different colored crayons that nobody else even knew existed.
Yeah. Yeah, I know. With kids nowadays, in school, everything's behind the computer. Kids ain't learning how to fucking write, not print, write. Cursive. They don't do that. They don't do that kind of stuff no more. Everything's on a fucking computer. Map. You can cheat. You can cheat. Doing a test on a fucking computer. You can cheat. Look at them in college right now. All them people that are in college, some of them can't even fucking read when you get out. And they get a fucking diploma.
They get a degree.
They can't fucking read. I took up social psychology in college. Remember that?
Yeah. Well, it's about was you taking it or me taking it? Because I've taken it.
I took social psychology in at the University of Phoenix. And when I got done with that, I had to pay $900 some for my motherfucking certificate. I told them, fuck you, I don't even need it. I don't want it. Now they're trying to charge me for it.
Well, you mean like trying to take it out your taxes?
Yeah, but you can't take nothing from me.
Hey, dude. Check out this sound bite.
Remember Bionic Man?
Oh, I remember.
I loved Bionic Man. Remember Chewbacca again? Oh, I loved to remember Chewbacca. Oh, I remember. Yeah, remember when marriage was just between a man and a woman? I remember. Oh, I remember.
Yeah, I remember that.
Remember feeling safe? Remember no ISIS? Remember Reagan? Oh, I remember. Ooh, remember.
What the f***'s going on?
That's from like 2 seasons ago, or no, that's like, never mind. That's like 5 seasons ago from South Park. They were
yeah. Getting the game on.
All right.
The 49ers are playing.
Oh man.
I want them to beat Seahawks.
Hey, I take it that the Packers are out, right?
No, not yet.
What?
Yeah, that's why I want to watch this football game here, because if they beat the Seahawks, and then Sunday Detroit Lions lose. Green Bay's got then one more game. They got 4 games left. If they lose 3 out of 4 or 2 out of 4, they're in on a playoff spot. Pretty girl,
dude. What the heck? I'm looking right now. I'm actually looking at the standings. I gave up on the Packers. I'm still a Packer fan, but I gave up on that.
Yeah.
Yeah. I was like, that it's over. there's no reason that they should be. Well, there's reasons, but I can't fathom that they're 5-8. There's too much talent. There's too much talent.
Well, the thing that went wrong there is they got rid of all the fucking good receivers.
I don't know. I have no idea who these people are. You can do the high though. Wait, I'm thinking of Paris Hilton.
I don't know. I thought the game was on at 7:30 or 7. Must be on 58.
He looks familiar.
Must be on 58. That's they don't show it no more on the weekends. On Thursday. No, they ain't showing it. What the fuck? Oh, they ain't got it on.
Well, hey, I'm gonna let you go. I'm gonna wrap up this audio right here, and then so Saturday it'll be. I'll call you on Saturday and find out how you want to do it and go from there. I love you. I'm gonna let you go.
All right. Yeah, you got to go to work tomorrow, eh?
No, it's not that I have to go to work tomorrow. It's that I only got 5.5 hours of sleep last night. I woke up at 3 o'clock in the morning like I normally do. I wake up at 3 in the morning. I am beat, and I got to go to the doctor's tomorrow for this issue with my prostate. I got to be at St. Luke's at 8:45.
Yeah.
So,
they're going to do a probe on you?
No, this is going to happen. He's probably going to give me some antibiotics.
Yeah.
I probably got like an infection because I don't have I don't have an enlarged prostate, but I don't have an enlarged prostate, and so that's happened before where they're like, well, you probably have like some kind of like infection.
Yeah, I went through that. I went through that shit with that large prostate. They had to laser it out. Yeah.
Well, I mean, that's not been my case, and I mean, I've had blood work done because they can check from your blood work now without having to stick a finger up your butt. So
yeah, they ain't stick no finger up my butt.
No.
You know. So yeah. All right, we'll let you go and.
All right, love you,
talk
man.
To you later. All right, we'll talk to you later. Okay.
All right.
All right.
All right. Good night.
Okay, bye. Good night.